Overnight, this is very busy. There's a main cut through for the traffic. But through the day, it's okay. This little restaurant here is looks like quite good. Daniel, g'day mate, how you doing? Just a little bit of, I'll look at a little corner of Thailand, or a little spot in Thailand, Bangkok, Lat Phrao area, which is one of the educational areas. There's universities and stuff out around there. Actually, the blue building is the hotel we're actually staying at. Wife wanted to come back here and catch up with a few of her friends and things like that. So that's what we're doing here, mate. But I'll just share a bit of a street view. This lovely little restaurant here, like I say, staff are wonderful. As it's well known, I've got an allergy, and they've catered for me for food, and it's been wonderful. So I'm just having a beer and just watching traffic and sharing my view with the people who want to have a look at it. It's not, controversial or anything like that. But yeah, just sharing a little bit of what I'm seeing. But thanks for dropping by, Daniel. I appreciate the support. Actually, just down here in front of us is one of these little Chinese electric little vehicles. Looks interesting, each to their own, but like I say, it looks a bit interesting. Full English, g'day mate, how you doing buddy? Hope you're having a good day. Actually, I hope everybody's having a good day except for Caprio. Cambo never has a good day, and Stewie's just a pathetic bastard that steals his mum's pension checks. But anyhow, apart from that, I'm just sharing with the good guys, what I'm looking at, and I'm quite happy doing what I'm doing. But like I say, this road here of a night, when after business, like after business hours and stuff like that, it's pretty busy, because it's a cut-through road. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that, mate. There's nothing wrong with that. I've got, up country back in Bumfuck Junction, I've got your typical Thai motorbike and sidecar, and I love it. To me, I call it the chariot. I love the bloody thing. I take it out, we go out, with the thrown out, go out fishing, and pick up groceries, do what I have to do. It's a mode of transport. It's not a fashion statement or look at me type of thing. Because for the time I spend in the country, I just like to blend in, disappear, if you understand what I mean. Not that I've got anything to hide. But like I did a little stream last night. I couldn't quite sleep real well. I just did a balcony stream, just with the view of the balcony, because actually it was panning around a little bit. You see the bottom end of the hotel. We're in the corner room on the bloody eighth floor, level with the sky rail. G'day Andy, BBK, how you doing, buddy? This is where I am, mate. Let Prowl. Actually, that's the hotel. You can see it on the side. Nitz is doing her stuff, and I'm just sitting here. Lovely little restaurant here. Wonderful people. Looked after my allergy. Gave me some terrific food. And they don't mind if I sit here and have a few beers and you know, wonderful people. It's just, I just turned it on just to share what I'm looking at. And the one thing about in the front of here, you know, during your main food times, there's just food delivery drivers, you know, like motorbikes and stuff like that. You wouldn't, look, there must be hundreds of them. They're just coming and going like a swarm of bees. And this little kitchen over here and these girls, wonderful girls here, turn out some bloody good food, really good food. And it's not expensive. And there's no, you know, like, because I'm a foreigner, there's no double pricing, and the majority of us speak English. So I'm more than happy. And of course, you've got to have one of them while your people are watching. So this is like hog heaven. Oh yes, don't forget Andy, got that show on Friday night. What's Up Thailand Friday night. All the boys will be there. It won't be controversial. It'll be good classic conversation. All the controversy happens behind the lines, not in front of the camera. Now we're a pack of old bitches, but the thing is, at the end of the day, what we're trying to produce is something that puts out some knowledgeable stuff to people, and give people a home where they can kind of come and have a chat and without all the other crap, you know, that goes on. I think Nitz, believe me, I'm under the thumb of the woman, mate. I don't know how many days she booked in here. I really don't know, and that's what the message I sent to you is everything's up in the air because I don't really know what she's doing. It's like pulling teeth, you know, at a dentist at times. But I'll tell you one thing, Andy. I did a little bit of a stream last night I did a balcony stream. Just down the road, there's a little noodle, you know, one of those little pop-up noodle joints, you know. And I had some noodles last night, and me and the wife sat there and she sat on my knee, and I said, baby, it's over 15 years ago since we did this. And we shared a bowl of noodles together. It was like reminiscing, you know, honeymoon. Fuck, it was good. Ah, dear. I sound like a silly old bastard, but no, it was good. It was good because this is the first time for a lot of years the wife and I have actually been in Thailand at the same time. So that in itself is a bit of a marvel. Yeah, it was good, mate. You know, that's what I'm trying to work out to find out what she's doing, because, you know, people have got other stuff they're doing and shit like that. At times it's a little bit hard. So, you know, she had in her brain everything was going to happen like that, and it doesn't, as we know. And that's why I kind of said to you, I will come and see her on that day, and I'll bring the wife, because you haven't met the wife yet. And I really want that to happen. But, you know, she's going to talk to people about stuff, and you know, they're not available, and, you know, it's just snowball effect type of thing. But hopefully by the time the trip's over, Andy, we do achieve the goal. I'm not promising anything, but I've certainly got my fingers crossed. But I kind of in the back of my mind, I say, well, fuck, it was so much easier travelling by myself. I've got to put my glasses on. I've got to read this chat. Bipin Siam. Hello, welcome along. This is like a traffic view in Payal. Payal. Yeah, I'm not Thai, so I fuck up everything, But basically, you can Google the building. There it is across there to where it is. But yes, I'm finding as I've only been here a little amount of time. I'm finding my way around here, and although it is a student type area and the academics and stuff like that, it's not too bad an area, and I'm surprised that like this little restaurant where I'm sitting. The amount of food that goes out on, I don't care if you're Indian, mate. I don't care what breed you are. It's the kind of person you are. That's the distinction. I'm not really prejudiced. It's the kind of person that either I acknowledge or don't, and it's about their interaction and their actions. And like I say, I'm in Thailand, so I don't really care. I interact with a lot of people from a lot of places. But I noticed over the years of this hotel building here has had a real facelift flashed up. Opposite us here, that was your normal buildings, all demolished, 7-Eleven, the whole lot of it. Car park, out the back is apartment buildings. And it's sad to see. Some of these buildings are beautiful, and I mean that. And I mean they're beautiful. I'll show you this. Some of them are beautiful, but this poor bugger up here, no one loves it. There are quite a few down through here. You can see some of the hotels, the facelifts and stuff like that. The actual, the faith in the area, you know what I mean? The faith in the area, since the disease we had to have, where, the world shut down, the faith that's come back. All right, not all the investment is local, but it's still as far as the country, very much, the percentage. And at the end of the day, it does give employment. Now there's a different look up the street. It looks like a very subdued street, but apologies, at 5 o'clock tonight, you don't walk across the road, you walk across the cars. But this little place over here, it's surprising the amount of meals that go out from there. But here, these lovely ladies, they churn out some food. Since I kind of came here, I think there's earlier on, I think there must have been 40 or 50 grab motorcycles taking, grabbing somebody else, take away food to other people. So that's wonderful. But yeah, it's not too bad an area if you like cities and towns and shit like that, which I don't really like. Nada, g'day mate, how you doing? Hadn't seen you around for a while, buddy. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're not freezing your tits off in England. Retired, don't give up. How you doing, mate? Hope you're doing well. No, I'm just filling in time, mate. I'm just filling in time, just a bit of a street view of what I'm looking at. One could say, caring is sharing. I'm over in Thailand at the moment, and it's a little warm, but it's not bad. Australia, when I left Australia, it was over 40 degrees. So when my wife first met up with me, she said, "What's it like living in Australia?" And I said, "Sometimes it's like living in a refrigerator. Other times it's like a freezer. Other times it's like an oven." Oh mate, you can have that. You can have that. Look, I know what weather like that is. I grew up on the snow line in the mountains on a farm. I know what it's like feeding cattle and doing God knows what, and have the snot running out of your nose and freezing. In Australia, we don't call it Chris. We just say it's fucking cold. But yeah, I appreciate you joining, mate. This is just an impromptu thing. Just to, have a look at a different part of the world and how it works. It's to me, it's a little bit of insight to others. But I don't know if you're in the top corner, if you noticed, just down here, about finger level, is a sky rail, which is a train, and down to the left, about 100 and something metres, is the station, and it's all elevated. It covers a lot of miles, and for virtually for the British pound, you can go friggin' 60 miles. The transport system here is very well thought out and very well done. It's not done half-assed or anything like that. When it's been done, it's done bang, and it's done right. There's no, we need to fix this, we need to fix that. It's done correct the first time around. Hence, it takes a while for things to happen. But once again, people say, the third world country. This is not a third world country. We live in third world countries in the Western world because they feed us all bullshit. Yeah, here we go. This lovely lady is making a very typical Thai food, som tam. So she's on the pok. Is that okay? Yeah, thank you. I just show a few people. But here is a wonderful restaurant. Perfect. Anybody that's in this area, come here. Lovely people, lovely food. And they also understand English, so she's making a sauce. It's wonderful. All fresh ingredients. No rubbish, no nothing. And a smile to go with it. Thank you. I'll leave you to your work. But that's something that I love about. I love about it. You know, the people are you know, they're not camera shy. But if you give them courtesy and things like that, you know, they'll always, you know, yeah, not a problem. Because that's their way of life and they're proud of it. Robert Mack, how you doing, buddy? I've been trying to bloody catch up with you. And we keep on, we're like passing in the night for friggin' hell's sake. And by the geez, you've been doing some miles, mate. I thought I was travelling around a bit, but you've outdone me. Yeah, Nathan, g'day buddy, how you going, mate? Great to see you, Nathan. Yeah, Robert, we're kind of back in Bangkok. We're getting to the end of it. Met up with the wife. She'd done her kind of toury group thing. I'd done my fuck up thing and visit family and all that kind of stuff. Like I say, once again, this is not too bad. I'm enjoying exactly where I'm sitting. Lovely people, and wife's doing her kind of stuff, which is fine. I've got no problems about that. We're getting to the arse end of our trip. We're going to spend a bit of time with the father-in-law. Because once again, if you don't spend a bit of time with the family, they get a bit upset. And we don't want family being upset and all the rest of it. So love it or you know, whatever. But I don't mind it because I've got no problems with the family. They're wonderful people, you know. So we're here while the wife's catching up with a few old friends and a few things that she wants to do. Well, that's fine. I've got no problems to sit here and talk to people on YouTube to a certain extent, and just relax. Because the whole part about it is, I did a balcony stream last night. Because I was bored, and it was halfway through the night, so it doesn't matter. But I actually came over because we were offered some land, sent some photographs, all that kind of stuff, and it looked okay. Price was, you know, so we went and had a look at it, and it really wasn't what we anticipated. You know, it wasn't worth jumping on an aeroplane for, put it that way. But out of that part of it, there was another gentleman that offered us a parcel of land 3 times the size, obviously for a little bit more money, and kind of said, look, if you're interested, I kind of want to sell it, but I don't want to sell it as bits and pieces. I prefer to sell it just one hit. And it was a bit more than we want. And he said, look, I'll tell you what, we'll do a contract, and give me a deposit. And I mean, this is a legal thing, and you're talking tie versus tie. To me, I'm just a fucking bank. It doesn't matter. So we did that. So I ended up with about more than 5 times the land that I wanted, but that's okay. And the fella is a genuine bloke, and I actually knew him anyway from being up in the village up north. Nice bloke, not trying to fuck me over or anything like that. He kind of that's my price. You know, if you want to do it, we'll do it. We'll do a contract, and then we'll settle it in a couple of years' time if you want. I don't care if you want to settle it in 12 months. It's up to you. So you know, the wife did that, put a bit of cash on the counter. So we ended up with fucking more land than I really wanted, but land's an asset. At the end of the day, I didn't think I was ever going to go back to rice farming again, but it looks like we might. Not that I ever made a lot of money out of rice farming, because I think it cost me more in beer. But yeah, it was always a bit of fun, something to do. You got to have something to do in Thailand. You've really got to have something to do. You've got to have a hobby or something. You know, you can't coop yourself up in a little building, you know, a little condo or something like that all the time. You really need something to do than just sit around here or there having a few beers. Now, that'll kill you. But it is good stuff. Personally, I couldn't live city life. I never came from it, never would. But just what I mean is, I came from a rural area, so I like the rural areas, because I can go and do something. I can plant vegetables, so I can probably go back to growing rice, but we did that. There was a lot of politics attached to it at the time, and a big drought. And I kind of said, well, stuff that. For the return, it wasn't really worth it. Although we made good money out of the rats, because I think we had the only green patch in Thailand. And every rat turned up to eat our rice. Well, we virtually lost the rice crop, but we put an electric fence around, which electrocuted the rats, or the majority of them. And when rats are a diet, you know, the right kind of rat, the right size rat, because they're all grain fed. And we ended up making more money out of skinning and gutting rats and selling them than we would have out of the friggin' rice. So, you know, you can always make something out of nothing, you know, to a certain extent. Just because the clouds come over, the sun will shine. Yeah, I know this is a little bit boring, but what the hell, as far as the streets go. That's what I'm looking at, so that's what you're looking at. It's called real life. yeah, the whole part about it is, I'll shut this down. It was only just a bit of a whimsical thing. There's not a whole heap of bar girls walking past. There's not a whole heap of sexy girls or anything like that. Maybe later on, I don't know. I do know there will be, but the whole part about it, that's kind of not me. But this is just real life, inner city type Bangkokish. Oh, there's a brand new tender, warehouse sweeper and stuff like that. Yeah, interesting. Anyhow, people, I'm going to sign off. I might catch you later on tonight when the action warms up a little bit, just for another streetscape stream. So take care, stay safe, and we'll catch you later.